Welcome to Nyika National Park, a place considered by many to be one of the most beautiful places in Malawi. Located in northern Malawi, the journey here isn't easy. Over 500 kilometers from the capital city of Lilongwe, Malawi's largest national park is a reward worth the journey, a place of solitude, silence, peace, and adventure. We made it to the gate at Nyika. So this is Zambia, this is the border, and this is Malawi. That's how the road into Nyika is. There's some zebras here. Oh, they're running away from us. It says keep right. So we made it to Chelinda camp and we are in one of the cottages here. It took quite a lot of driving to get here. You hear so much about the road to Nyika, and I feel like part of it is just the distance. It just wears you down. It's a long drive and you get tired. So we had to stop and eat and drink something. The drive is just too far and we're hungry. So we're just taking a stop and it's dead silent here. No any noise. So we instantly started making lunch, and I think we'll just try and clean our car a little bit. It got quite dusty, but the most important thing is even if the car is dusty, it made it here with no other mechanical issues. So we're very grateful that we made it here all the way from Lilongwe. It took us 2 days because we stopped over in Mzuzu, as you saw. So I think we just want to try to enjoy our time here. This is the camp, and I believe there's 4 chalets at the camp, and they have 2 bedrooms, each with 2 beds. So it's $160 for 4 people, or if there's just 2 of you, like it's just Pa and I think all of them are booked. We saw people in them when we were coming up. And then on the other side, kind of like behind, you can't really see, there's the lodge. So it's Chelinda Lodge. That one's quite a bit more expensive, and you have to stay a minimum of 3 nights and have a minimum of 4 people. So with our schedules, we're just lucky to be able to make it here during this holiday weekend, and took just 2 extra days off work, but that's really all we could afford to do. So here it's a 2-night minimum, and trust me, you don't want to come for just 1 night. You'll be exhausted. The drive is too far unless you live in Mzuzu. But coming from Lilongwe, coming from Blantyre, you want to stay at least 2 nights. The kids' playground. Hello. Starting to rain. This is Nyika. Somehow they're already in an early winter. It's not really that cold, but it's a bit gloomy. So we see a fallen sign for a trail. They told us when we arrived that due to recent lion activity in the area, they're no longer allowing people to walk out by themselves. You can walk on the main road here. This is the road we drove in on, but you can't actually go hiking in the forest by yourself anymore. You have to always take a guide. And Pa noticed something interesting. The signposts either say Chelinda or Chelinda. So there's kind of two different names. But anyways, here's the camp. You can see they have some fires going in some of the bedrooms. So these, I believe, are just the bedrooms. But then there's the cottages behind. We're staying in one of these. Ours is over here, you can't see it. The cottages are more like a house. So it's self-contained. You have the kitchen. If you stay though just in the bedrooms, you have to kind of go over and use the camp kitchen for cooking. And this is all self-catering, no restaurant here. If you go to the lodge, which is over this way, you can't see it, but the lodge is over there. They do have a restaurant, but you have to book well in advance. And again, it can be quite pricey. So the better option, we thought, is to get a cottage and you just bring all your own food. So stock up in Mzuzu. Some zebras up on the hill. They're far away. So Nyika has some unique zebras and other antelopes. We've seen little bitty antelopes. We need to identify what they are. We saw them when we were driving in. Maybe a dukier, but I need to try and look them up. And there are elephants here. There are leopards, but they're so difficult to spot. We're literally just walking back to our cabin there, and this guy is right on the road. So awesome. So we are getting ready to go on our game drive, and Nyika in this awesome vehicle. And White is going to be our guide. Showing us all the beautiful places, and we'll be able to stand up and look out the roof.
And you can see the distribution on the map. It's only a dot in the northern Malawi and a dot in the southern Tanzania.
Yeah.
So a very special bird.
Female read books. Oh, this is Nyika, Malawi's oldest and largest national park. Renamed Nyika in 1969 from Malawi National Park. This is Zambia behind us. So that is Nganda Peak over there, second highest to Mwanje, 2,600 meters.
And the name is coming from the old days during the tribal wars, when there was a Zulu sub-tribe, Ngoni, coming here to fight. So the Tumbukas that were living on the plateau were using Chelinda Hill which is south of the lodge. It's actually like southeast of the lodge. So the Chelinda hill was being used as a lookout point to see where the ngonis are coming. So they said this is the home of our ancestral spirits. If someone has got bad luck or if someone is sick, they believed if you come here, you put an offering for them.
So it's not really flower season, but we found a few beauties right here. These are the roan antelopes. This is the only place in Malawi that has them. They have black eyes and kind of a white face, looks like a mask. It's pouring outside. We went walking in a pretty big rainstorm, and look at all the animals we found. We're walking from Chelinda camp to the campsite. This is beautiful. Thank you for following along on our journey to Nyika. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content from Malawi, make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, tuonana.